Welcome back, Quiz Factory. Choose your luxury edition. The old and new luxury options are hidden. Make your choice before the answer appears. Let's get started. Which car would you choose? Dream ride or budget nightmare? Which house would you prefer? Choose before the rent arrives. Which phone would you use? Selfies or signal hunting? Which bicycle would you ride? Pedal fast, legs are watching. Which laptop would you choose? Gaming beast or loading legend? Which television would you prefer? Big screen, big O snacks? Which camera would you use? Smile, no potato pictures. Which watch would you wear? Choose fast. Time is running. Which sofa would you choose? Pick your relaxation throne. Which bed would you sleep on? 5 more minutes, please. Which motorcycle would you ride? Ride cool, not crazy. Which boat would you choose? Choose before the fish do. Which kitchen would you prefer? Noodles count as cooking. Which refrigerator would you use? Protect the snacks. Which pair of shoes would you wear? Your feet demand luxury. Which bag would you choose? Carry style, not problem. Which chair would you sit on? Claim the comfy throne. Which table would you choose? Perfect for serious snacking. Which train would you travel in? All aboard. Choose quickly. Which airplane would you choose? Window seat or no deal? Which bus would you travel in? Grab the best seat. Which truck would you drive? Big wheels, bigger attitude. Which swimming pool would you choose? Activate dolphin mode. Which garden would you prefer? Flowers over responsibilities. Which restaurant would you visit? Your stomach already voted. Which hotel would you stay in? Room service, here we come. Which school would you choose? Homework will find you. Which office would you work in? Coffee decides everything. Which computer would you use? Choose before it freezes. Which speaker would you choose? Warn the neighbors first. Which guitar would you play? Rockstar mode activate. Which piano would you choose? Press keys. Look talented. Which cupboard would you use? Hide the clothing mountain. Which washing machine would you choose? Laundry is taking over. Which clock would you keep? Still late, still stylish. Which helmet would you wear? Save the head, forget hair. Which playground would you choose? Kid mode activated. Which bridge would you cross? Swimming is not the plan. Which room would you live in? Choose the best view. Which shop would you choose? Wallet, prepare for danger.